Are you struggling with updating relationships in Entity Framework Core without making extra database calls? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common challenge developers face and how to tackle it efficiently. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when you want to update a relationship but feel stuck with unnecessary database calls. Many developers encounter this issue, and it can really slow down your application. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, how can I update a relation with just the ID of the related entity without fetching the entire object from the database? This is a common scenario, especially when dealing with many-to-one relationships. To understand this better, let's look at the models involved. We have a school class that contains a collection of child instances. The relationship is established by convention, meaning we don't have an explicit foreign key in the child class. This can complicate updates if we're not careful. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear method to update your relationships efficiently, and I promise it will save you time and effort in your projects. To update the relationship between the child and school models without making an extra call to the database, the user can directly set the foreign key property on the child instance. Next, the user should ensure that the child instance is being tracked by the context. If it is not, they can attach it to the context. Now the user can save the changes to the database. This will update the relationship without needing to retrieve the school instance. Finally, the user should verify that the relationship has been updated correctly. They can do this by querying the database for the child instance. Fun fact, did you know that Entity Framework Core was designed to be lightweight and extensible? This means you can often find clever ways to optimize your database interactions. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user explains that there is no way to update the relationship between a child and a school in Entity Framework Core without making an extra database call, unless certain conditions are met. They emphasize that to achieve this, you would need a two-way navigation property, a foreign key on the child, or a shadow foreign key. They also mention that using raw SQL queries defeats the purpose of using an ORM. The user also highlights that if you want to follow domain-driven design principles, it complicates the use of ORM. They suggest that a better architectural approach would be command query responsibility segregation with event sourcing, which aligns better with DDD principles. Here's a pro tip. Always consider the implications of your database calls. Reducing unnecessary calls can significantly improve your application's performance and responsiveness. And there you have it. You've learned how to update relationships in Entity Framework Core efficiently. Remember, optimizing your database interactions can lead to a smoother application experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.